Y'all about to teach. Y'all about to teach what me and Brother Harris got to tell you tonight, don't you? You know that, don't you? All right. All right. I want to say thank you. Thank you so much for that. Because what you did, you just gave me an excellent introduction to what we're going to be doing tonight. He said, well, ain't we finished? Well, we still got a little bit, still got a little bit to go, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask the tech team to call up, to let's read some scripture, because we just did the elders and deacons, right? But what we want to do is I want to begin at verse 16 of chapter 3. 1 Timothy 3. Did I say that right, Brother Harris? That's 1 Timothy 3. 3:14. I said 16. 3:14. 1 Timothy 3, and we're going to begin at verse 14. Yes, that's what I want right there. Okay. Watch this. We just talked about what? Elders and deacons, right? But now he says, these things I write unto thee, hoping to come unto thee shortly. But if I tarry long, that thou mayest know how thou oughtest to behave thyself in the house of God. Watch this. Which is the what? Church of the living God, the pillar and ground of the truth. Okay? Let's look at it again. Just hold 16 for me, right? Just hold it. We're gonna touch on 16. Verse 14 is really the theme of the entire letter. He didn't write this letter so that we'll know how to select elders and deacons in our congregation. That was not the primary reason for him writing. The primary reason for him writing to Timothy is that, Timothy, you need to know how to behave yourself. So what we can learn from this text is we need to know how to behave ourselves. Now, where? In the house of God. Now remember, you just, and I think y'all did it so eloquently as you talked to me about elders and deacons. What did you say an elder needs to do, Charlene? He needs to do what with his home, with his house? He got to control his house, right? So if he's got to have control of his house, that means that what? That every member of his house needs to know how to behave. Somebody said, he don't need to have his children running all over the place, jumping all over the pews at the church, right? So Paul says now look, Timothy, you need to know how to behave yourself. And not only do you need to know how to behave yourself, you need to teach others how to behave themselves. So here's the whole theme about it. We all need to learn how to what? Behave ourselves where? In the house. Charlie said everywhere. But also in the what? In the house of God, which is what? The church of what? Of the living God. Not just a church or any church, but it's the church of the living God. All of this is all important over understanding. Not only, I got to slow down because I don't want to miss this. Let me read my notes first. We must be on guard of our conduct, behavior at all times. Timothy was facing tremendous opposition at Ephesus, and his conduct is of the utmost importance in facing false teachers. True doctrine produces true living. False doctrine produces false living. So if we're going to live right, we got to what? Behave ourselves right. We got to behave ourselves according to the teaching. So now can you notice. So what Paul does, he says, you elders and you deacons, you need to have your household in order. Because see, God got his household in order. There are rules, there are standards of conduct in the Lord's church. We all don't just come in here acting any way we want. We have to conduct ourselves according to what? The doctrine, according to the teaching. So Paul shows us that, look, these elders, they got this type of character. Deacons, they got this type of character.